Inside the box, we find 2 interchangeable long boards and 2 interchangeable shorter boards. And lastly, we have this piece right here that should fold open. It's going to be the back of the Platsa. We get a user's manual. We also find this box of hardware. And the hardware box includes 2 of these and a bag of other items, which includes 2 of these screw caps, 2 of these brackets or mounts, 2 of these metal washers, 2 of these plastic bits, 8 of these inserts right here for the screws, 8 of these plastic push pins, 4 of these long screws, 4 of these short screws, and 4 of these little bolts. Now before we get started, I'm going to lay this blanket down over top of the table that I'm building the Platsa on. That is going to be able to protect both the table and the Platsa as we're putting it together. To get started building the Platsa, let's get one of our long boards and one of our short boards arranged like this. To make sure it's in the proper orientation on the long board, make sure that you find the side that has this long line right here. You'll see that the other side does not have that, and make sure that one is going to be up away from the ground, so this one will be on top. And it will be facing the inwards of the box. The short one is going to be positioned like this, and to make sure we have the proper orientation on that, we're going to find these knobs up in these corners right here. You'll find another one on this corner right here. We're going to set that corner up here like this, and so that the back corner can intersect with the larger one. Now the way to make sure that we have this one properly aligned is that you'll see one side has this outside screw piece right here, and the other side just has a small piece like this. Make sure that this outside screw piece is going to be facing the outside of the box, so the inside of the box should have this side facing it. So as you'll see, here is one of those outside screw pieces, the one big silver ones. We're going to move that, angle it towards the outside of the box. You can see on the long board right here on the far side, we have these notches right here, one on top, one in the middle, and then one on bottom as well. And we're going to take these notches and slide them into the large part of those holes right there. And in terms of orientation, note that those 3 white notches right here, the middle one is a little bit off center, so it's closer to this one right here, the bottom one, than it is going to be to the top one when we're going to put it together. So it's going to be further down. And once all 3 of them are slid onto that, we simply slide down to lock into place. Now that we have those 2 pieces together, it should be looking something like this. Now we're going to attach the other long board to this side of the short board right here. So again, we're going to take our long board with this long line right here on the upward side and on the inward side. So I'm going to flip this around right here as I set this next to where I am going to install it. And so to make the connection of this white bracket into this hole over here, I'm actually going to lift up a little bit on this as I insert all 3 of those slots into there. I'm going to maneuver them in and then drop this down to lock that into place once more. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 sides of the box done. Let's get done with the 4th side here. We're going to take the last 4th piece right here, and let's make sure that we have it oriented in the proper way. Again, we want to look at these 3 white spikes that we have right here, and the one that is closer right here, so the middle piece is closer to this one than it is to this one, we want that one on bottom, and we want the smaller holes that we have right here, instead of the larger silver screw slots, we want those facing the inside, and we'll put that down here. And I'm going to do that by kind of lifting up on this over here and then sliding one side in first, locking that into place, and then coming back over to the other side over here and doing the same thing on this side, sliding it into the larger part of the hole and then pushing down slightly to lock it into place. Now at this point, you can see we have a tiny smidge of a problem, literally, and that's that this piece right here is kind of impeding this sliding rail that we've been talking about right here. It's for the back piece that's going to go in here, and so I've actually had to put quite a bit of force into getting these to line up properly. Let me show you how I did it. So you can see I've had to move mine onto the ground to do this. I've had to grab this railing right here and this railing right here to kind of hold this in place, and then I set my knee kind of gently down on it like this. So I'm just going to take this hand towel right here, fold it a few times, and then place it on it like that just to soften it a little bit, and then I can push it down and I can feel it going into place, and now you might see that I have enough clearance here to be able to slide that rack in there. So now we're going to open up our back panel like this. The white side I'm going to be having facing inwards with the brown side facing outwards, and then we are going to make sure that we orient ourselves properly by finding this corner right here that has the bigger hole right here. The other corner does not have that. As you can see, it just has one of the small holes right there. So we're going to find the bigger hole right here, and this is going to be pushed towards the bottom of the shelf. So here I'm inserting the side of the panel that has the larger hole right here towards the bottom, and this is the top of the shelf. Let's slide that in, and that should just go in quite easily all the way down to the bottom. I do have to come down to the bottom of it to make some adjustments right here to make sure that the holes right here are lined up with the holes on the white panel. You can see, for example, closely how this one is lined up right here. Now let's take 8 of these little inserts right here, and each one of them we're going to press down into these holes right here until they're firmly in place like that. You'll find a second one right here, the third one right here, the fourth one right here, and then the other 4 on the opposite side of the shelf. With one in the back corner over here, the second one right here, the third right here, and the fourth in this corner over here. Now we will take 8 of our plastic push pins and get them to fit into the corresponding holes like so. And you'll notice that these have a little bit of texture to them. They're kind of a square with some edges sticking out. You can see them poking out like that. You want to make sure that those line up properly with the little holes here too as you slide them in like so. And let's do that for the rest of those push pins on both sides of the shelf. Now we'll take these 2 brackets right here, and I'll install them so that these 2 pegs right here line up with these 2 holes right here in a way that this hole right here will line up with this hole right here. And we're going to have the back flat end of like this, the back flat end of this touch this piece right here. So we'll lay that down flat like that, get it to line up, and it should slide right into those holes and snap right into place. And we'll do that same thing over here as well. Snap that right into place. Now we're going to take these 2 screw caps right here, screw one on over here, and the other over here. Now we can take these and set them against the wall where we want to screw this into place. Now we're going to take one of our washers and our screws, and you see that the washers kind of has a concave, convex system right here. We're going to take the side right here that's more like a bowl, and we're going to take the screw and put it through that side so we have it like that. We're going to find that hole in the back of our plaster right there, and we're going to set the screw in there and drill that into our wall. Now for me, I'm going to be using an electric screwdriver here just to make my job more easy. Now we take our other washer and bolt and we do the same thing for the other large hole in the back of the shelf. Once those are secure, we will take this plastic cap right here and cover those washers, and we'll do that by placing this side over top of the washer and snapping it into place. Now we have some leftover hardware that's used for putting multiple pieces of these units together. For example, with the small screw in this piece right here, you can fold this in like this, and you can fold the other piece in like this, and then you can take a screw on each side and point them inward like that, which can be drilled into one of these holes right here, which will latch it onto another box like this on the other side, and it will hold them together side by side. And again, you would just screw that in with the electric screwdriver. Or you can take these 2 pieces right here, the long screw and this short bolt, and by setting another one of these shelves down on top of it where we had those big holes right here, you can take the long screw and put it up into it like this and connect the other one down on top of it, and then take the short bolt and screw those together. You can take your electric screwdriver and you can screw upwards into that in order to tighten those up so you can have them on top of each other.